Hi everybody. Happy to have you join me here on Sunday night. We have got a couple of football breaks and a couple of baseball breaks tonight. Our football breaks are relatively quick. Neither one has a lot of cards in it. And that is 2010 Panini Plates and Patches football, followed by 2014 Black Gold football. Then we'll get into a little baseball, and of course those have a few more cards in them. Our first breakup for baseball tonight will be a case of 2017 Bowman Chrome, and then we will follow that up with a half case of 2017 Topps Heritage High Number. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Give me 1 second, because I just realized I don't have a case of that sitting next to me, so half a second while I grab it. See, that's what happens when I reorganize things, right? Then I reorganized it right out of the spot it was supposed to be sitting in for tonight. So we did have a couple or a few unsold teams tonight in baseball, and you guys know I have been putting those up for sale prior to the start of the break, but I just ran out of time tonight. So yeah, I didn't put the list up this evening because it just, I looked up and it was 10 o'clock, so we had to roll. Anyway, let's take a look at the first break up tonight, which is one box of 2010 Panini Plates and Patches football. This is break number 14, which means it is the 14th time that we have broken this particular product. And of course, our eBay end date was tonight, 10/8. Our live stream schedule also tonight, Sunday 10/8 at 10 Eastern. Team names are on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right. So we'll buzz down through here, give everyone a chance to see their name in lights. I do see what I believe is maybe, excuse me, maybe at least one or two new bidders in there, or bidder IDs that if I have seen them, I haven't seen them in a while. So just to give you kind of a quick little rundown, 2010 Plates and Patches and the 2014 Panini Black Gold, both of those offered free shipping to you as the buyer. And the way I do free shipping items now is they go out roughly once a week. And that's because we just, I save them up, and it makes it a little more cost effective for me to send it out once a week, which enables me to offer a lot more things with free shipping than I would otherwise be able to do. So if you have another break that goes out in the meantime, of course, these cards would hitch a ride and go early as well. If you don't, look for this to go out probably about Friday or Saturday of the upcoming week. Again, that only applies to our free shipping breaks. Our baseball breaks, which had a shipping charge, those go out on a different time frame. You saw I just adjusted the focus there. I do know that puts the background out of focus, but it puts the foreground in where we can see things a little better, a little more closely. That is Eric Decker for the Broncos as our encased card out of this box of plates and patches, and it is numbered to 10. So that's a nice low hit for the Broncos. 4 of 10 on the Eric Decker with the patch and the sticker auto. All nice and encased. Good little hit there for the Broncos out of 2010 Plates and Patches. All the base cards in here are numbered, so everything we pull will have a number on it. That is to $4.99 on the Donovan McNabb for the Redskins. Our Jason Witten to $4.99 for the Cowboys. Another Cowboy, and this one is to 50, 40 of 50. Have an insert for Calvin Johnson for the Lions to $299. Little Steve Smith for the Panthers. That one is numbered to 50. I do see a little bit of white down here on the bottom edge of that one, so a little chipping on it. Honestly, some of those others probably had it too, and I maybe just didn't notice it right offhand. Hey, how about a little Ed Dixon? There's a nice hit for the Ravens. That's a sticker auto numbered to 449 on the Ed Dixon. Then we have Joe Hayden coming out for the Browns, and the Hayden is to 449. And then we have a materials hit, Marcus Easley for the Bills, numbered to, where is my number on that? Numbered to 50, 44 of 50 on it. Yeah, Raylan, you did all right with the Ravens tonight, huh? So this, a little bit of chipping I see in the upper and lower corners, but again, you guys know by now that unfortunately it's pretty common to have a few little dings right out of the pack. Just recapping our hits here for anybody who might have missed it. And once again, just remember this being a free shipping break. We'll ship out to you on probably Friday to Saturday or sooner. If you have another package already going, it'll hitch a ride and come out a little bit quicker. That applies for the first two breaks tonight, the plates and patches, and then the one we're going to do next, which is 2014 Black Gold. So let's get the spreadsheet up for that. Well, let me get you on the same page I'm looking at. That might help us too. So this is one box of 2014 Panini Black Gold football, break number 4. So 4th time we've broken it. Of course, it also ended tonight. And the live stream schedule clearly tonight as well. So we'll buzz down through this one, give everybody a chance. Man, I tell you, I don't know how much football you watched today, and I guess in hindsight this is probably a good thing, but I couldn't get my Steelers game here locally. They gave me the game for the Bengals. Well, boy, when I saw the highlight reel and the score, I'm like, yeah, probably a good thing that I didn't get the Pittsburgh game here, because holy mackerel. What was that? That was horrible. I don't know, man. I'm beginning to think we're going to have to put Josh Dobbs in there. Holy Moses, that was just such a bad game. I don't even know what Ben, why can I not get this pack out of there? I don't even know what Ben was thinking. 5 interceptions. My goodness. Ugly, ugly, ugly. I had the Texans game on in the background while I was getting the spreadsheet ready and everything, and I saw that JJ got hurt, which I was sad to see. I like JJ Watt, and he seems like an all-around really good guy. I was really sorry to see that he came out of that banged up. All right, let's get rolling on some 2014 Black Gold. First out, Teddy Bridgewater to 99 for the Vikings. And I can already see we've got definitely some corner and edge issues, little chipping and things. I would say we're going to find that throughout. So I expect we'll see that on all of them to some extent. For the Panthers, a little Luke Kuechly to 99. First hit out, Jimmy Garoppolo to 149, and Tom Brady. So a little dual materials hit there, and it is always good when you pull Tom Brady. Even if it's not signed, still nice to have the materials hit there for the Patriots. Danny Woodhead to 99 for the Chargers. Sticker auto on that one. And same as the others, definitely we've got edge and corner issues going on with the majority of these. Not to mention I've got pieces of the box flying around everywhere. Calvin Johnson for the Lions to 149 with the NFL Shield emblem inside there. And this one's got a little more even than normal. You can definitely see there's a piece of paper missing or bent or something there, both of our upper corners. So the Calvin Johnson had a little more chipping than some of the others. Eddie Lacy to 199 for the Packers. Dree Archer for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, yeah, that one's not going to do you much good these days, but it is to 199 on Dree Archer. Little A.J. McCarron to 299 for the Bengals. And then another NFL Shield, another Teddy Bridgewater card here. That one is to 149. And much like our Calvin Johnson, it seems to have significantly more wear than the other cards. This one, particularly the upper left and really kind of all down that left side. So I don't know what they do to these thicker cards, but man, it's rough on them. So to recap, we'll start with the one in my hand. For the Vikings, the Teddy Bridgewater. The Calvin Johnson for the Lions. A.J. McCarron for the Bengals. Dree Archer for the Steelers. For the Chargers, Danny Woodhead. Whoops, I didn't notice that the first time. There's right down there, I'm sure you can see that on the Danny Woodhead. That looks like the paper is on the card is actually kind of like pushed up and creased, like it's about to chip off, but maybe hasn't chipped off yet. So FYI on that one. And then the Tom Brady, Jimmy Garoppolo for the Patriots dual materials hit. So that is 2014 Black Gold all wrapped up and ready to go. That's going to bring us to the first of 2 case breaks tonight in baseball. The first one is Bowman Chrome, and it's a little bit faster break than Heritage High Number. Not quite as many cards as Heritage High Number, but they're both going to take a little bit of time to get through. So if you need a bathroom break or a smoke break or any other kind of break, snack break, this would be the time to head there. Take a while to get them all out. So first up, 12 boxes of 2017 Bowman Chrome. That is a full case break, and this is break number 5, 5th time we have broken it. One unsold team in here, that was the Detroit Tigers. As I mentioned, I did not get finished in time tonight to put up the unsold teams and offer them for sale like I sometimes do. But if someone does want the Tigers, you can jump into chat and let me know, and I could try to shoot you over an invoice or something by way of PayPal money request. The pricing on that, if you did want them, would be $12 for the team, and that would include shipping costs, of course. That's all in. And I cannot seem to somehow manage to get this case open. A Bowman Chrome, of course, many of you have broken this with me before, and the ones of you who haven't broken it with me before, you've probably broken it somewhere else in the interim. So you are most likely already aware, but just in case you're not, this is a 12 master box case. Then each of our master boxes has inside of it 2 mini boxes. Then each of our mini boxes will have an autograph in it. So that's a mouthful, isn't it? All right, so we had a couple of people there responding that you want the Detroit Tigers in this break, and I see that LEBGRDYSZMR. I have no idea how I should be pronouncing that YouTube username. I see that you jumped in there and said it slightly before Paul. So, oh, and now somebody else is asking for the Blue Jays. So, well, basically there are 3 of you, right? Or not the Blue Jays, the Tigers, sorry. The Tigers. So there are 2 of you that want the Tigers then. Carrie was asking about the Blue Jays, but the Blue Jays are actually sold in this break. The Detroit Tigers are the only ones that were unsold in Bowman Chrome. So, LEBGRD, I'm just going to call you that. If you want to, if you can type in your email address into chat there, I will log into PayPal here in a minute after I get some of these unboxed, and I will send you a PayPal money request for the team. And then when you pay it, just make sure somewhere in there, in notes or whatever, just make sure that I do have a shipping address, because I had some people last week that bought some stuff outright, and then I didn't have a shipping address for them. So that makes it a little more challenging to get them out to you if I don't know where they're going. All right, thank you for typing that in. I will jump into PayPal and send you a PayPal money request here in just a minute. I do want all these, I want to get all these mini boxes out of here first, since we're kind of already on that train. And then as soon as I get the last of these out, I will send you that invoice. And it will come right to your email. So just check your email and then check your spam if for some reason you don't see it in your inbox. Yahoo is kind of bad sometimes about diverting PayPal money requests to spam for whatever reason. And let me just jump in here real quickly and try to get that done. Bear with me for a second, guys, while I get this invoice out. And where is my, there it is. I think somehow you can also find these PayPal money requests like in your actual PayPal account somewhere, but I don't know where to tell you to find it. Like, I'm pretty sure they're in there, but they've changed PayPal around so much, I can't ever find anything in there half the time. And I'm just waiting for PayPal to get me logged in here, and then I will be able to jump over and invoice you. Oh, it is so slow tonight. I don't know why they cannot, why is it so slow? All right. All right, and this again, I'll just type this in the notes here that you are Detroit Tigers in the Bowman Chrome full case break on 10/8, and that'll be sufficient, I think, to know what's going on. And you should have that. You should have that in your email now. Should be showing up for you. And I'm going to go ahead and start taking some packs out. And if you can just let me know when you have that taken care of, I would appreciate it. And there are a lot of unsold teams in Heritage High Number, by the way. So if anybody's interested in a Heritage High Number team, there were, oh gosh, a lot. Probably 10 teams unsold in Heritage High Number for whatever reason tonight. So we'll do probably roughly the same thing, I guess, when we get to High Number. I'll put up the spreadsheet. We'll take a look at what the unsold teams are, and then if someone wants to pick up one or more of those, we will run through kind of the same process where I will send you a PayPal money request and all that jazz. I don't think the Indians is one of them in Heritage High Number. In fact, I'm pretty sure that it wasn't. But I can tell you here, hang on one second, let me take a look. In Heritage High Number, which is the next break, it's not this break, obviously, it is the Rockies, Marlins, Twins, Mets, Pirates, Rays, Rangers, and Jays. So, and I'm not going to, invoice those right now. we're gonna get through Bowman Chrome. But if just looking ahead, if someone does want one of those teams for Heritage High Number, of course, we can do the same process. Great. Thank you for taking care of that. I appreciate you, man, very much. And I'm assuming I have a shipping address with that, right? So I will know where to send what you pull. All right, let's start getting some things out of packs here. Trying to find the best way to organize these. They take up a lot of space, especially when I'm trying to keep them all in a small area where you can see them on the camera, you know? It's like hard to juggle them around a little bit. Oh, you also have the Indians in this break. Super. So then I can just combine them into that same address. That's awesome. So then I will print the label directly from eBay for your Indians, and I'll just put the Tigers in the same package. They'll ship together. Now, so far, we've had pretty good luck with Bowman Chrome. We've pulled some nice things out of here. And, of course, we pulled a lot of things out of here that right now we don't know if they're nice or not. We're hoping they are, and then we'll find out in 3 or 4 years if some of these kids in here with their first Bowman turn out to be the next Cody Bellinger or Aaron Judge. We'll be able to know a little better at that point how well we did. Oh, so you have, how do you say his name? Is it Meha for the Indians? I know who you're looking for, but I don't ever know. You guys know I'm horrible with name pronunciation. But since you're a fan, I'm guessing you can probably tell me phonetically how I should pronounce his name. No, that's not it. Okay, how do you say it then? Yeah, I don't know. I'm terrible with them. Does anybody know if there's still a score, or are they still 0-0 in the Yankees game? Yankees-Indians. Mejia. Oh, I'll never remember that. Oh, boy. Mejia. Okay. I'm going to try to remember that. Thank you. You all may have noticed there's a little bit of a delay, I think, in chat from the time you type it in to the time that I actually see it. I think, as best I can tell from doing some little experiments with other people in the past, I think it takes, there's about a 30-second lag time or something close to that, 20, 30 seconds. From the time you type it in to the time I would see it. So if you type in like, hey, I want another look at XYZ card, you will know why, you know, I don't respond right away. It hadn't popped up on my side yet. All right, I think that's good for now. We'll go back and open these others in a minute. I want to take a look at some stuff. I want to start finding some hits in here. And, all right. So we're going to have a couple of series in here where the entire series, it will be a refractor. One of them is this, the Arizona Fall League. So all of the AZ Fall League that we pull will be refractors. That will be the same thing for the Bowman Scouts Top 100. Tomas Nido for the Mets is our first hit. That one is unnumbered. There's a little Francisco Lindor for your Indians. This is one of the Bowman Scouts Top 100. Again, every one of those we pull is going to be a refractor. Most of our straight refractors in here that don't have a color associated with them, like this Joey Votto, for instance, will be numbered to 499. So pretty much anything we pull that doesn't have a blue or a green or a different color parallel that is a refractor, it will be to 499. Purple refractor Jacob Nix for the Padres to 250. Verdugo Fall League, Jay Groom. Joshua Lowe for the Rays to 150. Isaiah White for my little Cincinnati Reds. One of these days, my Reds are going to be good again, you know? If we don't trade away our prospects, if we hang on to Hunter Green and some of our other prospects, we're going to be good again one of these days. I'm trying to keep the faith, right? We had a pretty rough year this year. It was pretty bad. Mike Trout, purple refractor to 250. Tejeda for the Rangers. That one is not numbered. I went a Benintendi rookie. Brian Mundell for the Rockies. There's one I don't pull very often. That one is unnumbered, or at least I haven't pulled it very often up to this point. I'm just kind of keeping our Arizona Fall League and our Bowman Top 100 in separate piles over here to my right, so that if somebody wants to do a recap of those towards the end, we can. Doing the same with our parallels. That one, Brent Honeywell for the Rays. It was unnumbered. Anthony K for the Mets, also unnumbered. Did I pass? I did pass him. He's right there. I thought I saw a glowing edge that I missed the first time. Basabe for the White Sox to 499. Our hit, another hit for the Rangers, and this is our Anderson Tejeda. Again, this one is numbered to 150. That's the second one for the Rangers. The regular and then the blue parallel, same player. Ramel Tapia to 499. We've got, I've got still quite a bit of Bowman Chrome, so look for that all throughout this upcoming week. We'll be breaking this pretty frequently, so if this is a product you like, I like it a lot, we'll be breaking it a lot in the days ahead. Diamondbacks in purple shimmer, not numbered. And I'm going to move our base off onto the sorting mat over to the right after we go through each set, so that I don't have to worry about that stack getting crazy high, because that makes me nervous. And then the less fun part, having to stop and open all the packs again. don't think we have any new baseball coming out this week. I think really maybe the only release I've got coming all week new is Impeccable Football. I'm pretty sure that's this upcoming week. And then I think it's the following week, not this Wednesday, but next, when we have Update. And of course, we'll be opening mostly Update Jumbos. I might have gotten, I think I might have gotten a case of wax just because there's supposed to be a ton of Cody Bellinger in Update, at least from what Topps said originally. They said Bellinger would be featured in Update, so I know I have Jumbo, quite a bit of Jumbo, and maybe one case of wax as well. So we'll buzz through a lot of Update right when it comes out. Those are always the hardest ones for me because there's so many base cards in them. They just take forever to sort. I mean, forever and a day. Like, you think it takes a long time to break them, which it does out of a jumbo, but man, sorting it's like 3 times as long as breaking it. Seems like you're doing it for half your natural life. Eloy Jimenez for the Cubs, numbered to 150 in the blue shimmer. For the Phillies, we have Alberto Torrado. Yeah, it's a lost cause. That one is not numbered. I think actually our last case of Gold Label ends maybe tomorrow night. I think it does end tomorrow night, as a matter of fact. We pulled that nice little Ichiro 3 of 3. Seeing him go by is what reminded me. This is to 99 on the Ryan Braun for the Brewers. That sweet little framed Ichiro 3 of 3 the other night. Torrey Hunter, that is to 99. We also pulled Bellinger, that same break. It was a good break of gold the other night. Gold Label, rather. Daniel Gossett for the A's to 499. Whoops, I just about put Big Poppy in the wrong spot, to 250 on the purple parallel. Little Ian Happ. Daniel Gossett, purple shimmer, not numbered. Gage Hens for the Pirates. That one is to 250. My screen's trying to go to sleep on me over there. Another Benintendi rookie went by. Dakota Hudson to 499 for the Cardinals. So does anybody know what the score is on the Yankees game, or is the Yankees game over? Is it still going? Anybody have any idea? Jordan Montgomery to 99 for the Yankees. The last I saw of it, it was 0-0, but I was also watching the Chiefs football game, so I was flipping back and forth. Oh, it's 1-0 Yankees. Okay. Man, I still can't believe they lost that game the other night. Willie Calhoun. They were so far ahead But you know what? The Indians have been so good down the stretch. I mean, to their credit that they came back and caught up and won. Brendan Rodgers, Purple Shimmer, unnumbered. In the top of the 9th. Okay, cool. Thank you for that score update. I appreciate it. Michael Kopech for the White Sox to $4.99. A little Rowdy Tellez to $4.99 for the Jays. Now we have to go through the hard part again, getting all of our packs out and open. You're a diehard Indians fan. You know what? You would like, this has now been a few weeks ago, but I still need to get it sent off and graded. Occasionally I open some Bowman's Best. I open Bowman's Best in breaks, but I'm talking about for myself, just on my own. Some 2015, 2016 Bowman's Best, whatever I can get my hands on. Anyway, I was opening some a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago by now, and pulled out a nice little redemption for Francisco Lindor High Def Orange to 25 auto, of course. I was pretty excited, and I got it like right away. I sent in the redemption, or did it online rather. I didn't send it in, and they sent it back to me pretty quickly. I mean, I had it in a matter of probably 10 days, something like that, and it came in really pretty good shape. You know, sometimes you get redemptions back and the cards look like they look out of the pack, right? I mean, they have chips and they're chipping and they're dented and dinged and whatever. And sometimes you get redemptions back and they're in great shape. And this one's in pretty good shape, so I want to send it off and have it graded. But I was pretty excited to pull Lindor out of there. Normally, I seem to pull Benintendi. Like I have pulled, I don't even know how many Benintendis out there. Probably seems like a half dozen or more. A lot, anyway. So I was happy to pull Lindor. Whoops, made a mess there. You hit Topps Chrome 87 orange auto to 25 of his. Oh, sweet. That's nice. Yeah, Topps has been getting their redemptions back very quickly recently. So are you going to get yours graded? I haven't even looked at his prices lately. I don't even know what his rookie autos are going for these days, but I think I want to have it graded regardless. Oh, he's up to bat right now. Man, he's been on fire the back half of the season. Since the All-Star break, he has played really like I kind of would have expected him to play all year. No offense to you, but I don't think he played up to his potential anyway before the All-Star break. But he's been really good since. Yeah, I would agree with that. He's definitely got a lot more power now, for sure. Oh, he struck out. Well, you know what? These days, okay, like I'm old school, right? So back in the day, so to speak, not to make myself sound 100, but back in the day, man, players did not take too kindly to striking out. They didn't want to. They were embarrassed by it. These days, the game is so different. There's a lot more tolerance for strikeouts as long as somewhere else, you know, along the way you're delivering your home runs and your other RBIs and the other metrics. People don't care so much about the striking out anymore, so that's not really a... Oh, Chapman threw it 103 miles per hour. Nice. Nice, man. Chapman. Mitchell White. That's a nice little hit for the Dodgers. Numbered 250 in the gold parallel. Nice little Mitchell White coming out there. And I saw a relic go by that will be coming across here somewhere in this next little stack. This is to $4.99, or in one of these stacks that's open currently. I am not even going to attempt that. We're just going to go with Lewis for the Twins, unnumbered. So one of our relics, this is Javier to $4.99 for the Twins. We pulled a Fall Stars relic that was just a relic out of one case. We pulled an autographed relic out of another case. I can't remember what else we've pulled. Scott Kingery Purple Shimmer, in the way of relics, I mean. So it'll be interesting to see what we have tonight. Oh, there's a little Robinson Cano for the Mariners to 50. Max Schrock for the A's, unnumbered. You hear my little cats down there fighting. I don't know what the deal is with them. It's a little brother and sister, and they have been just going back and forth fighting all afternoon for some reason. Manny Margot for the Padres, 250. Kipnis got a base hit, 1 on, 1 out. Okay. Well, you've got some life there then. You're not out of the woods yet with your Indians, but you've got life anyway. Bobby Bradley for your Cleveland Indians. That one in the orange parallel, orange shimmer to be exact, numbered to 25. Aaron Judge base rookie. I'm going to have to go down there and like interrupt those cats in a minute. That's to 150 on the Corey Seager. One of them's going to end up in the vet if they don't calm down. Cody Bellinger, Arizona Fall Stars, or Arizona Fall League, I should say. I've got Fall Stars on the brain because Keeneland Racecourse just started this weekend, and they call it the Fall Stars race meet. Nice little Clint Frazier in the blue shimmer parallel to 150 for the Yankees. Kopech again for the White Sox to 99. Diaz for the Brewers to $4.99. Whoops, I've got somebody going. Oh, this is going to be a nice relic. Oh, yeah, this is that's a nice one. That is really nice, guys, for the A's. Franklin Barreto. Obviously on-card auto there, and a nice 3-color patch. Game used memorabilia. Really nice relic hit. For the A's, it is number 13 of 50. So very, very much in like with that hit that the A's just pulled. That's a nice one. Bo Bichette. I'd like to pull some Bo Bichette signatures out of here. There's a little Dansby Swanson to 150. Blue refractor parallel. Rosario purple shimmer unnumbered for the Padres. Two on, one out. Okay. And are we at the top of the ninth or the bottom of the ninth? I forgot what you told me. Top of the ninth. Okay. Well, I know you want your Indians just to win it in 2 and be done. But I wouldn't mind seeing a few more games myself. I like the matchup of Yankees-Indians, so I wouldn't... I'm fine either way. If the Indians win it, I'm good with that. If the Yankees win it and we see a third game between those two clubs, I'm okay with that as well. Jay Bruce up. Jay Bruce has been playing well for them. Batting really well, especially. All right, let's stop and take a look at some of these. Vladimir Gutierrez for my Cincinnati Reds. Unnumbered on that one. There is Aroldis Chapman. Speaking of his 103-mile-an-hour pitch a while ago. Yohan Moncada. He is a Red Sox on that card, if I should probably point that out, because you know his traditional rookie card in this set is for the White Sox, but of course he was still with the Red Sox Arizona Fall League, so those will go to the Red Sox since that's the team noted on the card. Mitchell White to 250, purple parallel for the Dodgers. Redemption, Khalil Lee. We will go to the checklist on that. He is going to be a Kansas City Royal, if I remember correctly. And we have pulled him both ways out of Bowman Chrome. We've pulled it as a live auto once. We've pulled it as a redemption twice. Or this makes the second time. So he obviously didn't get all of his cards signed first go round. Diaz for the Cardinals to $4.99. Oops, I managed to get a piece of the wrapper stuck in there. There's Bradley Zimmer for your Indians out of Fall Stars. Another Ramel Tapia, that one to $250, purple parallel. Green Shimmer, Justin Dunn for the Mets /99. Bruce struck out. Ooh, I'm surprised, actually. Aroldis must be bombing them in there right now. He must be just really winging it, zinging them. Jorge Ona for the Padres, unnumbered. Oh, here's a nice little Benintendi rookie refractor to $4.99. There's our other Moncada, has a White Sox, so really it's only the ones that come out for the Arizona Fall League where we will find him as a Red Sox in Bowman Chrome. Jesus Sanchez for the Rays to $4.99. Whoops, my screen. Wake up over there, buddy. Trent Clark to $150 for the Brewers. Cody Bellinger again in the Arizona Fall League insert. Another Mitchell White for the Dodgers. That one is unnumbered. Diaz for the Dodgers to $150. All right, we're making progress. We're getting close to the end. We'll probably just go ahead and get all of these packs out. Hi, Salt Hill. How are you? We have, yeah, we've pulled some good stuff. I mean, we haven't pulled absolute total, you know, inferno, but we've had some nice pulls. I will recap everything after we get these last packs open. So you'll still have a chance to take a look at them. And shipping on this stuff, guys, on Bowman Chrome and on the next break Heritage High number, I expect this will probably go out either Wednesday or Thursday. That's my best guess. And sometimes I get lucky and I can get it out earlier than that, but most of the time I'm pretty accurate with when something's going to go because it's usually based on what's ahead of it, you know. Oh, wow, he just threw a 104-mile-an-hour pitch and it's a 3-2 count. Woo. I like your play-by-play, man. It makes me feel like I'm still watching the game. I like it. Salt Hill, who do you have in this break? I'm usually really, really terrible about remembering what we have pulled in any given break. I remember it long enough to say it, and then I forget it. So I probably can't remember if we pulled something for your team, but I might. I might know off the top of my head. Got the White Sox. Yeah, we pulled a White Sox, I'm pretty sure. Kopech or Kopech. I'm pretty sure we pulled him. Oh, that's it. Yankees take it 1-0. Okay. Well, I am sorry that your Indians lost, but I am kind of excited to see the Indians and the Yankees play again. I like that matchup. So I mean, I know you didn't want it to go into a third game, and I can't blame you. If I were an Indians fan, I wouldn't either. But I will enjoy watching them play again anyway. In general, I think we've got some pretty good matchups. Of course, always by the time you get to the playoffs, they're, quote, good matchups, but you know what I mean. Well balanced. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, ultimately it doesn't matter to me which one wins ultimately, if it's the Indians or the Yankees. I mean, I appreciate players on both teams. The Reds are my team that I root for, and goodness knows I don't have to worry about the Reds in the playoffs like in the last 700 years, it feels like. So I just enjoy watching the matchups, basically, is what I'm saying. And it won't bother me either way. Really won't bother me either way who wins anything, except I would like to see the Dodgers win. I lived in the LA area for a while, and so I am also a Dodgers fan. Not to the extent that I'm a Reds fan, but definitely still I root for the Dodgers. So I would like to see them keep moving forward, but outside of that, any of the other matchups, I'm fine whichever way they go. Pretty sure I saw the edge of another redemption in one of these packs that I unwrapped, so it could be that we're going to have another Khalil Lee. I know Nick Senzel is a redemption in here because we have pulled him before. And I don't know if we've pulled any other redemptions out of Chrome besides Khalil Lee and Nick Senzel. We may have, and I just don't remember who they are, but pretty sure we have another redemption anyway that will be coming up on here in a little bit. Cole Stobbe for the Phillies, that one unnumbered. Jamison Fisher to $4.99 for the White Sox. Little Kyle Schwarber refractor to $4.99 for the Cubbies. Acuna, one of many nice prospects the Braves have. As somebody said the other night, I guess we'll see how long they hang on to them. Braden Bishop for the Mariners. That was unnumbered, by the way, the Braden Bishop. Purple Parallel Jose De Leon to $2.50 for the Rays. Cespedes for the Mets to $4.99. Another Arizona Fall League. Jazz Chisholm for the Diamondbacks. That one not numbered. There's a Cody rookie. Just a plain rookie, straight rookie, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Nick Banks and Josh Sorbs are also... Oh, and Fisher has a redemption. Okay, so there's plenty of other possibilities then of who our other redemption could be. Our refractor that never was out of tonight's case for the Orioles, Kurt Schilling. That one numbered to $4.99. There's one of these per case, at least that's been my experience. I've never found more than one in a case. And, of course, those are all players that are retired and that played before refractors were a thing. So they made that little series called Refractors That Never Were, and they put them in here. And this, you know what, I'm pretty sure I know who has the Yankees tonight, and sometimes he buys them and sometimes he doesn't, and every time he does, he hits something awesome, like this Aaron Judge short print. That this is the first one that we have pulled out of, what, 5 cases of Bowman Chrome. But there it is tonight. So, nice little hit there. And there's an Aaron Judge regular rookie. Yeah, I'm virtually certain that we have not pulled another Judge short print out of all 5 cases. I think that is the first one. First one I remember anyway. Sierra for the Astros to 250, purple parallel. There is another, I think this is the second for Kopech or Kopech. I'm going to go with Kopech, and just, if it's wrong, oh well. Most of the ones I say are wrong anyway, for the White Sox. For the Padres, a little purple shimmer, unnumbered. Fernando Tatis. Torrey Hunter Jr. for the Angels, unnumbered. Dodgers with a purple parallel to 250. Yeah, we've definitely had some Dodgers hits for sure. We're close to this little bit that you see back right there. That's the last that we have to do, and after we do that, I will recap the hits for you, and I will also do a quick little recap of our numbered parallels. So if you hang tight, Raiders 2010, you will be able to see them, but we definitely hit some stuff. Mitchell White a couple of times, I think, and I don't remember what else, but honestly, I'm pretty sure you have at least a couple of hits. Hey, there's a little Victor Robles for the Nationals in the blue parallel. That one was not numbered. Heath Quinn for the Giants, unnumbered. Jacob Nix to 499 for the Padres. Diaz for the Dodgers to 50, and the gold parallel. This is the stack that, I'm going to move these. That stack's just getting too high to make me feel happy. The redemption is in this stack that we're getting ready to sort, or what I'm pretty sure was the edge of a redemption that I saw. We're going to be coming up on it here in a second. Yes, Shane, we still have, my computer screen's going to sleep. We still have Heritage High Number, a half case of Heritage High Number after this. So yeah, we've got a little ways to go yet this evening. Richard Urena for the Blue Jays, numbered to 99 in the green shimmer parallel. Whoops. I meant to set, oh, I guess he's not a refractor anyway. I don't know why I thought he was. Ryan Schimpf for the Padres to 499. Here comes our redemption. Oh, Willie Calhoun. Well, how about that? Didn't even remember. Willie Calhoun, I think we may have actually pulled him before. So there's a nice little hit for you. And yes, Shane, there are definitely spots open in Heritage High Number. There's a Bellinger rookie. I did not have time to get the list of teams up before the break like I sometimes do to sell them, but I did a rundown of them quickly earlier. That's a purple shimmer, and we can do another rundown of them after we wrap up this break. And then if somebody wants to pick up some teams out of there, we'll just do it via PayPal money request and all that. Herrera for the Phillies to 150. All right, so there's a couple of things that we've got to do. Now, you know that I'm going to go to the checklist on those because that's what I always do. But Khalil Lee should be a Royal as far as I know. And Willie Calhoun should be a Dodger as far as I know. But we are going to go checklist verify them, because I do that every time we have a redemption. That way we don't have to rely on my memory. We look it up and then I know for sure. All right, where are you, bud? I'm looking in the wrong set. That would be why. All right, there is Willie. He is indeed a Dodger, as we expected him to be. And now I just have to find Khalil Lee, who I'm like 99.99% sure is a Kansas City Royal. And there he is on there. Perfect. So as expected for each one, but better safe than sorry is my motto, so I always go check them out. Before we recap our hits, we're going to do a quick little flip through, just because I know several of you jumped in late. These are our parallels, so we're just going to do a quick little run through. Of course, you guys know the gold ones are to 50. Most of the purple are to 250. I think purple shimmer are unnumbered. Standard refractors like this are going to be to 499. Most of the blues are to 150. Most of the greens are to 99. There are a few blues that are unnumbered, and I think it is the purple shimmer that is also unnumbered. But this at least gives you an idea for those of you who missed the early part of it. It feels like there's a card stuck to this. Hang on a minute. Oh, that's because there was one stuck to the back of it. Daniel Gossett was hanging out, stuck behind there. All right, then we have, let me get these out of the way over here. Then we had the Aaron Judge short print, photo variation short print. We have the Kurt Schilling for the Orioles to 499 from the refractors that never were. Nice little Fall Stars on-card auto and relic for the A's, Franklin Barreto. It is numbered 250. Then our two redemptions, Willie Calhoun for the Dodgers, Khalil Lee for the Royals. So I can move the rest of those out of the way too. And here is a rundown of our signature hits. That is to 50, of course. Mitchell White also going to be to 50. To 250. That one is to 150. And that has this case of Bowman Chrome all wrapped up. As I mentioned earlier, I've got a lot more Bowman Chrome, so you're going to find breaks for that really throughout the week. If you are interested in jumping in on more, there will be at least 2 or 3 more this upcoming week, maybe even beyond that, but at least that many. And of course, there's always all kinds of other football and basketball and baseball. So for those of you who are getting ready to jump off, thank you very much. I always appreciate you bidding with me and breaking with me and keeping me company in chat and informed of the scores in some cases. Again, look for this to ship out probably Wednesday or Thursday. Now, this is going to roll us right into Heritage High Number, and there are several unsold teams for Heritage High Number. So first we're going to take a look at the spreadsheet, then we'll talk about the unsold teams. And, oh, thank you too, Saltil. I appreciate you, man, for sure. All right, so this is 6 boxes of 2017 Topps Heritage High Number Baseball half case break number 5. So it's the 5th time we have broken Heritage High Number. Of course, our eBay end date was tonight, 10/8. Our live stream schedule was Sunday, 10/8 at 10 Eastern. That's what time we started everything tonight. Obviously, we're a bit past that now, but this is also coming up on our last break. Salt Hill, clearly authentic. I don't even think I can get any more of that. Gosh, we broke a lot of it. What did I have? I probably had 8 cases or something like that. I had a lot of clearly authentic because I thought it looked like a good product, so I had ordered a bunch. It was a good product. They just didn't do a great job randomizing what was in each case in some instances. But I don't know that I could still find it at a reasonable price anyway. But I will check into it. I do still have some gold label, but I'm on my last case of it as well. It breaks, I think, tomorrow night. All right, so then back to our Heritage High Number. You're going to see several teams in here that say no bids buyback. There were a bunch of teams that didn't sell tonight for whatever reason. We have the Rockies, the Marlins, the Twins, the Mets, the Pirates, Mariners, the Rays, the Rangers, and the Blue Jays. All of those are open teams. Pricing on the teams that we have open is actually $11 a team, and that does include your shipping costs. So that's all in, all said and done, $11 a team. If you want any of them, what will happen is you would let me know which teams you wanted, of course, and then we would put it into, I would put you on the spreadsheet, and then I would send you a PayPal money request. That's how I would be able to keep up with it. So, and let me get on that. I think they've probably logged me out of PayPal by now, so I got to log back in there for that. All right, Carrie, you want the Blue Jays and the Rays. All right, I need you to, if you could type in the email address that you use for PayPal. What I will do is send you a money request, and then when you go in to make payment, just make sure that you have a shipping address in there too, man, so that I know where these things go. Sometimes, people do not get their shipping in there. Meanwhile, let me go Carrie, let me put you in on these teams so I do not forget. You are the Jays and the Rays. And the Rays. I don't know why is that so small? I need to fix that column. Yeah, I know, I'm kind of talking to myself right now, sorry. I'm trying to add this to the spreadsheet so that I can see what is going on there. And for some reason it was coming out like super small, so I think I have it fixed now. And then, okay, so Shane, you're saying you want... All right, well, first let me go back to Carrie. Let me get your... I'm going to send out your PayPal money request for your 2 teams. Then I'm going to come back to you, Shane, and then I'll come to you, Todd. So hang on one second. Let me get this in here. And if you don't see this, Carrie, check your spam. Sometimes these things go to spam, I find, for some reason. I mean, you wouldn't really think that they should because it's from PayPal, but sometimes they do. All right, let me make sure I have all those numbers typed in there right. Okay, and you have the Jays and the Rays. So what I'm doing is putting in the notes which teams you have and obviously the date of the break. And Carrie, you should have your money request should be there now. So you should be good to go. And then Shane, do you want all of the extra teams, Shane? There were a lot because you say any open spots, but did you really literally mean all the other open spots? Because before I move on to anybody else, you had responded next behind Carrie, so I do want to make sure I get you the teams that you want first before I go onward and upward. And let me just put the spreadsheet back on there so you can see we can see what teams are left. So we have the Rockies at this moment. We're waiting on Shane to tell us which one he wants. The Rockies, the Marlins, the Twins, the Mets, the Pirates, the Mariners, and the Rangers are open. The Rays and the Jays have been picked up. Yeah, so Shane, just let me know which ones you want, because behind you we have Todd waiting on deck for 3 teams that he's requested. And Carrie, I see that you have asked for, oh, and I'm sorry, the Mets. Did I not say the Mets? So Carrie, I see you've made another request, and so has Paul. But first, let me get finished up here with Shane, because he was the next one to make a request. So we're just waiting for him to tell us which team he wants. All right, so he wants the Rockies and the Marlins. So let me get that in here. I said, let's try that again. I'm terrible with typing while standing over this laptop. All right, so you have the Rockies and the Marlins. Oh, and the Twins. Okay, the Rockies, the Marlins, and the Twins. Come on, Twins. All right, Shane, I am sending you a money request right now for those 3 teams. And then Todd, hang tight. I am coming to you next. Let me get this money request out to Shane first. And make sure that I have everything written in there. Rockies, Marlins, and Twins. And again, just make sure that if it's not somewhere else on there, that you put in notes what your shipping address is. And obviously, you know, a shipping name. All right, your money request is out the door, Shane. You are good to go. Now that's going to bring me to Todd. And Todd, you originally said Twins, Rangers, and Rockies. So some of those are gone. Are all of them gone? No. So you can still have the Rangers. And then you want the Mariners as well. Is there anybody else, or that's it for you, those 2? The Rangers and the Mariners? Where are the Mariners? There they are. And you want the Mets also, okay. And then if you would, Todd, throw in your... Or actually, hang on, Todd, I'm sorry. Didn't, yeah, Paul asked me for the Mets first, I think, because you had originally said Twins, Rangers, Rockies. And then before we got back to you, Paul had asked for the Mets. So, Paul, are you still on here? Do you still want the Mets? Just let me know. Todd, in the meantime, I do need an email address for you so that I can get you a PayPal money request sent over. And then if Paul, I'm just waiting to see if Paul still wants the Mets or not. And if he does not still want them, then I will shoot the Mets over to you as well. All right, let me get your email typed in here. All right, Paul, last call, Paul. If you still want the Mets, can you please jump in and let me know in chat? If not, I am going to go ahead and pass those over to Todd. But I wanted to give you a shot since you were in there with a request for them before. I don't see anything coming up from Paul, so I'm going to assume that's going to you, Todd. So you have the Mets, the Mariners, and the Rangers. Ah, I made a typo. All right, Todd, your money request has been sent, so you should be good to go. Now, who does that leave me? Carrie, I'm back to you again. You were looking at Padres, Pirates, and Royals. So, Carrie, do you still want... Padres has a bid, Pirates didn't, and Royals has a bid. So that does still leave the Pirates open if you want them, Carrie. Just let me know. Oh, Paul, you came back to me too late, man. I'm sorry. I had already invoiced them off to Todd. I asked a couple times. I thought you had already logged off, man. I'm sorry because I didn't see a reply come back from you, so I didn't realize that you were still on. I apologize for that, man. I tried to hang on to them for you, but I thought you had left us. All right, Carrie. Have you paid the first money request yet, Carrie? I didn't check. If you didn't, I'll just send you a new one that incorporates all the teams. If you have, I'll send one for just the Pirates. If I can get back on the right page here. I can look and see, I guess. I'll be able to tell whether or not it's paid yet. Just bear with me. I gotta see which one is your email, Carrie. I gotta find it again. Scrolling back. Carrie, what did I do with your email? Oh, there it is. Okay, so yours is already paid, so I'm going to then send you another one for this extra team here. And it was the Pirates, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the Pirates. All right, Carrie, there is your money request for the Pirates. I think that then is everything. So we are just waiting on, let me see what we're waiting on. I think we had one that wasn't paid yet. Let me just pull that up. Yeah, so I've got one. Of course, all I see is the email. I got to see who this is. So Shane Easton, as soon as you get us, as soon as you can take care of that PayPal money request, we will be all good. Paul, yes, my chat is updating. I responded when you typed in Mets. Maybe you might not have heard me. I said, unfortunately, I had asked you about the Mets, and I waited a minute or so, and I didn't hear a reply from you. And so then I checked with, again, called out if you wanted them to let me know. I thought you had already jumped off of chat, so in the interim, unfortunately, I did sell them. So I apologize for that. I thought you were no longer on the break or in the chat, or I would have helped you out with that. All right, guys, so let me get this case of Heritage High number and get it up and unloaded while I'm just waiting on a couple of those money requests to get taken care of. In the meantime, I'm going to take out all 12 boxes, and we're going to number each of our boxes on the end, and then random.org will decide which 6 we open tonight versus which 6 we hold and open on a different night. So bear with me, it takes a minute to get them all out of here. They pack them in these cases quite snugly, which is a good thing. We don't want them rolling around, getting all beat up and such. Oh, Shane, you should have gotten the PayPal money request. Should have gone right to your email. And if you don't see it, just check your spam. It should be one of those 2 places, either directly in your email or in the spam. And I did put in there, I put in the notes which teams you had and that it's breaking tonight on 10/8 and all that jazz. So that you could, so that I can keep track of it as well. And then I guess we have just the Pirates. Yeah, the Pirates also pending for Todd, that extra team that he added on. Oh, that's not showing up very well, is it? I need to do it in probably this part of the box. So what will happen is I'll put 1 through 12 into random.org, and we'll just hit random once on this. There's no need to do it multiple times. And then whichever 6 boxes random pops out for us, those are going to be the ones that we open up tonight. And then, of course, the other half will be in a subsequent break. All right, so this is giving us box 10, 5, 8. I'm writing these down. 2, 4, and 9. 10, 5, 8, 2, 4, and 9 are the. Oh my God! Did I never switch your view? Crap. Well, if I never switched your view, then I guess we'll just need to do it again so that, because if you guys didn't see it originally, we'll just do it again. And we'll take these boxes instead, because I must have forgotten to switch the screen. So 11, 10, 4, 1, 2, and 12. Those are our new numbers. 11, 10, 4, 1, 2, 12. Now we'll try that again. Oh, no, sorry, Carrie. It's the, obviously it's the same as we had done on eBay. And that's, I apologize if there was any confusion about that. I mean, that's what the 6 times designates, means it's 6 boxes. And, of course, half case, written up there in the title as well. I apologize if there was any confusion about that. Do you then, as a result, no longer want your teams, or you do? Because before I start busting into everything, if you don't want them and we're going to have to start all over, just let me know. All right, so this is box 10 and 11 and 4, 1 and 2, and then 12 is the other one I need. Just this one. Let's get these others out of the way. Yeah, guys, always on the spreadsheet, you know, it's going to designate what we're doing, if it's a full case or a half case, and the number of boxes and that. And especially this one, you know, because it was already listed on eBay, we couldn't really deviate. Otherwise, we would have, you know, if I was just breaking it from scratch, I wouldn't have cared to do the whole 12 boxes. But we already sold a bunch of the spots on eBay at 6 boxes. So. Oh, you're good. You're saying, Carrie, are you saying no, you don't want your teams, or... I'm not sure what you're saying there. Can you clarify if you want your teams or if you don't want your teams before I actually start opening packs? I'm just waiting to get your, you don't want them. Okay, that figures. That's the kind of day I've had. Okay, guys. We're going to go all the way back through all of this joyous time again here. And take all of this out. Normally, by the way, no refunds, guys. So going forward, if you're buying this kind of stuff, please make sure that you ask your questions before and that you pay attention to the spreadsheet and to what's being read off and said verbally and what you see in writing. Make sure that you pay attention to that ahead of time. Going forward, please. Because typically this is a no return, no refund sort of product. And let me find where's your email, Carrie? I'm trying to find it. And I'm trying to get it, one canceled and the other one. Oh, good grief. Sorry, guys. I know this is holding everybody up. Sorry about that, but I've got to get this taken care of since he does not want his teams at this point. Give me 1 second. And let me see, is that this? I don't even think I can. All right, it does not look like it gives me an option to give you just a straight refund that same payment. So when we finish the break, I will just send you a payment back for that amount for your other 2 teams. The one team I could cancel the request because it was unpaid. The other 2 teams that are already paid, it doesn't give me the option to just hit the button to say refund. So I will have to process that manually after the break. And everyone else, thank you for your patience. We do have a box topper in each one of these boxes. It will either be a strip of 3 cards or it will be an original 1968 card like this one, stamped with the 50th anniversary Topps logo on it. And of course, all of our 1968 cards, they are literally cards from 1968 that were bought back. So most of them do for sure have like soft corners and edges and other little interesting issues. So, which teams did Carrie have? It was the Pirates and I don't even remember. Whatever, we just took it off of there. It was the Pirates, the Blue Jays, and the Rays are the ones that Carrie had and then did not want to retain. I think I also still showed on PayPal that there was a money request still pending. So, of course, Obviously, you guys do need to get the money request paid. If they're not paid already, please take care of paying it. Yes, Todd, that's fine. I don't mind doing that, but since we already have cards coming out of the box, I will take care of you after the break. I'll invoice you after the break, because I also have to refund Carrie at that point in time, because he had paid for 2 of them. 2 of the 3 he had paid for, so those 2 he'll have to be refunded for. The 3rd one I just canceled the request on. Actually, you know what? Do I have your... Maybe I can just... Nah, I think it'll take too long by the time I get him refunded and you invoiced. I hate holding everybody up. Typically, that's the kind of thing I would do before break even started. I would put up a list of what was available and start the live stream maybe 4 or 5 minutes before the actual break time. So let's say the break time's at 10:15. I would normally put a live stream up somewhere around 10:10 or something like that with any unsold teams that were available in the break. But tonight I was running so close on time that I just didn't have time to get it up. So that's why we're doing it at the top of the break, which I usually don't prefer just because it slows it down for everybody. And once we get to this point in the night, hey, we just all want to find what we're going to hit. We just want to see our hits, right? I know how that goes. Michael Fulmer insert. And of course, each box is going to have either or. We will either have an autograph or a relic in every box that we open up. And as you guys know, there's a million different variations in Heritage High Number. Some of them I might recognize as we go through. Some of them I probably won't find until we sort. And every once in a while, one might get past me entirely that I wouldn't recognize because there are a lot of variations in here. This is the Chrome version for Heritage High Number. This is what they call their Chrome card, if you don't know that already, which you probably do. All the cards do ship in this break, so if you see it go by and it's for your team, you are definitely going to get it when they ship out. So if there's a short print or something that flies by that I miss, no worries. You know you're still going to get it. I think that's the best way to do it on some of the sets that have so many short prints. Because some of them are really hard to spot, like, you know, an error in the player's birth date or something on the back of the card. Some of those you're not going to necessarily spot just going through. Dustin Pedroia is our hit out of the box number 1. Little relic card there for the Red Sox. I mean, they do have codes on the back that alert you to a short print, but there's several different codes in this particular set because there are so many possibilities for parallels and short prints. Oh, wow, that was good. I just hit the camera, obviously, hit the tripod, knocked the whole thing off onto the floor while I was moving that card. So that was fun for you, wasn't it? It's a little seasickness there. Wow, sorry about that. That was not good at all. Thing went flying. That's always fun. Now I think we have the angle slightly incorrect. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's always good to knock the camera tripod over, isn't it? All right. See, I told you I was having that kind of day, did I not? I'm telling you, man. It's been one of those days, which I cap off by knocking our whole setup into the floor. That one is a refractor, of course, chrome refractor, and they are numbered to, it's something crazy, 568 in this set, in this series. I don't know why they're to 568, but they are. It's a Bellinger rookie. An Aaron Judge rookie performer. Little Ian Happ rookie. And again, this stuff, guys, look for it to go out the door probably Wednesday or Thursday, somewhere in that neighborhood. Nolan Ryan is an insert. And there's a Nolan Ryan for, as far as I know, there's one for every team that Nolan ever played for in Heritage High Number. Because I think we've, well, I remember at least pulling like Mets, Angels, Rangers. I think it's everybody that Nolan ever played for is an option to pull in high number. I'm going to move some of these off onto the sorting mat along the way as we go, just to keep a little better workspace open. Oh, now this is something we have not pulled before. Out of all the other things that I've opened, this is the first one of these we've pulled, and I can't even get the, tell you what I will do, this would be easier. I'll just let you look at it like that. A little Joey Votto poster kind of thing there is what we pulled out of this one. So, of course, I'll find a safe way to send that to you. It is going to be folded up just like it was in the box, so it'll come to you like that. But nice little, cool little thing for the Reds with the Joey Votto. I was really hoping it was going to be signed, but sadly, that was not to be in this case. This is the last case of Heritage High Number that I have, so aside from, obviously we're doing half of it tonight, the back half of this, I don't think that it is listed yet on eBay. I don't remember it going live yet anyway. I expect it'll probably be Saturday night. Either Saturday night or Sunday night, so 6-7 days from now we'll do the back half of this. And then, of course, in between, we've got plenty of Bowman Chrome and some gold label and that kind of jazz, if you're interested in any of those. I will tell you, out of a case we did the back half of a case, I don't know, last week sometime, and we pulled a Mike Trout on-card auto out of here. So there are some nice hits you can pull in Heritage High Number. Clayton Kershaw is our relic out of this one for the Dodgers. Dan Vogelbach in the Chrome to $9.99. I think all of the ones that are, the best I remember, all of the ones that don't refract are to $9.99, and all of the ones that do refract will be to $5.68 or $5.86, whichever one it was, $5.68 I think. Crazy that we're already having to put in our orders with tops for 2018 Heritage. I mean, that's just crazy to think that we're sorry, my computer screen just did a little number on me there. It is crazy to think how quickly this baseball season has gone by. I mean, it just seems like a couple of weeks ago we were at the All-Star break. This is a variation with the, I forget what they call the variation, but basically I believe it is flip stock might be what it's called, but where the front is flat and the back is the gloss. I think that's maybe called flip stock, but you know what I'm talking about anyway. A little mini Matt Waiters for the Nationals. That Bradley Zimmer should be a variation. I think that's a photo variation. Action image maybe is what it's called. I'm always the worst at remembering what the variations are actually supposed to be called, but I think it's called action image. Another Bellinger rookie. If you have the Dodgers and you're trying to keep count. Does that have no? Well, that has a code on it, like that is a short print of some sort, but it's not. This is not flip stock, so I don't know what I don't know what the short print is on that, but it is one. Or not necessarily short print, but the variation, I should say. Another Nolan Ryan, that one for the Astros. Oh boy. Tell you what, that little brother and sister kitty, they have been into it all night tonight. You know, if you heard that, one of them just ran by hissing at the other one. They have been quite chippy all night long, the two of them, for some reason. So our 1968 original card here, Bobby Locke. And of course, again, you know, those have the little 50th anniversary symbol on them, and also have, I'm changing that angle just slightly, and also are going to have wear and things, just general signs of wear, because they bought them back from somebody somewhere along the way. So this is box number 3 that we're opening right now. So when we finish going through this box, we'll be at our halfway point. Oops. All right, let's see what we can find in here. Pirates, Jameson Talion relic hit. So far we've pulled 3 relics. I hope we pull some signatures coming in the next 3. Of course, sometimes that's the way it breaks. Sometimes it is more relics than signatures. But that's just my personal preference too. Some people, and I do love a nice relic, I will grant you that. But I like the ones that come out of, well, that have, you know, like out of National Treasures and stuff. But I am a sucker for a nice patch for sure. Another Chrome, this one tie block for the Giants, should be to 568. Ian Happ. Another Nolan Ryan for the Astros. Another Cody. I've always liked Heritage. I do wish that they would maybe have a few less base cards. I will say that. I would rather have a slightly smaller pack size. There's an Kipnis and Lindor. So after that high-scoring game the other night, they end up at 1-0 tonight. 1-0 Yankees. And really, had it not been for Girardi not calling for a challenge on the play that, well, technically, I guess, was a foul tip off the bat knob, but was called as a player hit by a pitch. If that had been challenged, the Yankees would have won that. And we'd be looking at 2 games with the Yankees. That's to $9.99. You know, he's got to feel terrible about that too, right? I mean, man, can you imagine? It's got to be a tough job to be a manager of a team. So that is our halfway point in our half case. There's a lot of cards in these, so it takes a few minutes to get through it for sure. So our box loader here is going to be one of our 3-card strips. So we'll have to see which teams are on it. You do have to own 51% or more of the card, which means someone will have to have 2 of the 3 teams to take it outright. If someone does not own 2 of the 3 teams, which in this case we will, because there are two Royals on there, so this will automatically go to the Royals as a result. If at some point in the break later on we pull one with 3 different teams, then we would go to the spreadsheet, and if someone owned 2 of the 3, they would take it outright. If no one owned 2 of the 3, then we would go to random and enter all 3 teams and let random kind of tell us which one is going to take it home. Yes, Shane, this is the last break for tonight. We had, what did we break tonight? We did some 2010 Plates and Patches football, some 2014 Black Gold football, and then the full case of 2017 Bowman Chrome, and then, of course, wrapping up here with the half case of 2017 Heritage High number. Eventually, I want to move into doing less breaks on eBay and doing more breaks just either off of my website, which I have not finished yet. I laugh because, yeah, that's not my forte, really, trying to do the website. That's why it's not done. So either starting to do some on the website, or maybe even just doing some, live on YouTube. Just throw it open like they do on Breakers. I just don't really love the Breakers site, so I think this is a cleaner interface and a little easier to work with. But same kind of concept, you know, where you just go live and you put up, here's what we're breaking. Usually, not always, but often random team breaks. And then you can do full cases and things. You don't have to worry about it. eBay's great for getting eyeballs on things, but man, they are so expensive. Between eBay and PayPal, you know, they take about 15% of the selling price. They also take 15% of the shipping price, combined, I mean, which is a real drag as well. Alfaro for the Phillies in our blue border parallel. And you know, they take that 15% no matter whether you have lost money or made money or broken even or whatever. And there's lots of times where I end up losing money as a whole on a break because of the PayPal and eBay fees, where, you know, you might have otherwise at least done a break even. You know, I've been on eBay a long time, many, many years, probably 20 or close to it. And their fees used to be so much more reasonable. They just, every year, they just make them higher and higher and higher and higher. And they make it harder and harder and harder to earn any sort of discount. You used to be able to get a slight discount on your fees at the end of the month if you met certain metrics, but now they, you know, they require you to have shipping within X amount of time and to accept returns and do 40,000 other things that are really hard to do with card breaks. So they make a lot of money. They make a lot more money than on card breaks than I do, because they always make their 15% win, lose, or draw. So finally we have an autograph. We have Ty Block for the Giants. You can barely see it in there because it's, you know, right down in the darker part of the card, but there it is anyway. So we have one autograph hit so far and 3 relics out of the 4 boxes that we have opened up tonight. And of course, we will recap the hits at the end of the break, like we always do. Another Nolan Ryan. This one, whoops. This one is for the Mets. I wanted to stack Nolan to my right and almost stack the base to the right. Jesse Winker for my Cincinnati Reds in the Chrome parallel to $9.99. He played pretty well this year, I thought, Winker. I don't know what part of the country everyone is in, but it has been raining here since probably about this time last night. We've got the remnants of Hurricane Nate, I guess, or the rain associated with Hurricane Nate. Really not the remnants, because I'm nowhere near the coast, but of course he's moved. He moved inland and brought a lot of rain with him. Which I'm glad. We needed the rain, but we've gotten a lot. I hear it out there now. That's to 568. That was a refractor on the Trevor Bauer. It seems like that's often the case though, right? You know, like you get no rain or you get more rain than you actually need, as opposed to just getting rain on a regular basis at a reasonable amount. Oh, Shane, I am in Kentucky right now. So, little Hurricane Nate tricked up from the Gulf area and wandered up through Tennessee and parts of Kentucky, and I don't know where he is now. He's still wandering around somewhere, I guess, but of course we don't really get the wind or anything. We just have the rain. But we did need it, so that's the good part. Jim Olam, something like that, for the Twins. Our box loader on that one of the original 1968 cards. I don't know why that chair squeaks so much. Can you all hear that? I'm guessing you can. Like, squeaks so loudly every time you shift or move in it. And I don't even know, like, what I could oil or do or put WD-40 on. I don't know. I don't know where I don't even know what would make it stop squeaking. Bugs me, though. This is box 5 of 6 that I'm opening right now. Once again, anybody that jumped in late, expecting this stuff to ship out Wednesday or Thursday for both Heritage High Number and the Bowman Chrome that we opened earlier. The first 2 breaks, the football breaks, those had free shipping, which most things that have a low card count will have free shipping. And that kind of stuff goes out once a week now. I brought in some single boxes of Topps Inception baseball recently. Of course, we did a bunch of case breaks of that right when it first came out. And then, like every other baseball release this year, the price then shot up through the roof. And it wasn't practical to buy any more cases after those first 6 or 8 we opened. But I did buy a handful of loose boxes that we're just going to do 1 box breaks on with free shipping. So look for those to start showing up sometime soon. I mean, I know the 1 boxes are not as exciting, but you're buying obviously much lower. And the free shipping, so. And you can still pull something awesome out of it. Which, you know, I tell you, the overriding theme for me out of Inception when we were opening the full cases was Mike Trout. I mean, I pulled so much Mike Trout out of there, it was crazy. Which I was glad that they put some of our young stars in there alongside our rookies. I prefer that configuration. But I was surprised how much there was in there, really. Maybe I just got the good cases. I don't know. Mitch Haniger for the Mariners to 568. One of them, I don't think it was the first case we opened, but it was maybe, you know, second or third one. It was one of the early ones anyway. There were 2 different Mike Trout patch autos in there. One of them was to 50 or something. The other one was like to 25 or 30. But out of the same case, man, that guy was happy. It's like, yeah, I should say so. It has been a good year for baseball. Had a lot of nice rookies this year. Of course, next year, if everything goes as it seems, we'll have Ohtani coming over. He'll be the great chase next year. There's an Aaron Judge now and then. And of course, obviously, you know, we've got Clint Frazier and Devers and Rhys Hoskins. I mean, we already know we're going to have some nice rookies for next year as well. But if Ohtani gets in the mix, comes over, that's going to be the chase. Well, and Rhys Hoskins, I guess, too. Aurora for the Giants to $9.99 on the Chrome parallel. Ah, nice little autograph hit for my Cincinnati Reds, Amir Garrett. Sweet little hit there for the Reds. I'm really anxious to see who they put in Bowman draft this year. I mean, I would assume that we're going to have Hunter Green. You never know, of course, until they release the final checklist. But my assumption would be, I think they'd be crazy not to put Hunter Green in there. So I'll have to be buying into a lot of breaks at that point. We're a ways away from that yet, but December release, if I remember right. Alan Cordoba for the Padres with the blue border parallel. Another Nolan Ryan, that one for the Mets. For the A's. One box left. Got another 3-card strip in that one. Once again, we'll take 2 of the 3 teams to take it outright if no one has 2 of the 3 teams. Or unless, you know, it's 2 of the same team on the card, then it would go to random. What did I do up there? Because I didn't have that corner off. So we have the Rockies, the Diamondbacks, and the Nationals. So we need to take a look at... All right, the Rockies went to Shane Easton. The Diamondbacks are Silver Surfer. And the Nationals going out of the business. So we do have 3 different teams, which means I'm going to need to buzz us over to random, if I can get us on the right spot here. I think I'm on the right spot, but I don't have you on the right spot. Now we're all together. And on this one, we will hit random 3 times, and whoever ends up on the top at the 3rd random will take the card. This is a left to right orientation, so that's how we're going to list them in random. I always either go top to bottom or left to right. So we'll go 3 times. Let me make sure we're both on the same page so I don't mess up like I did the last time. All right, there goes the first one, does not count. Second one does not count. Third and final. You'll see there we've randomized 3 times our date and time stamp, and that one is headed to the Diamondbacks. So that is this little 3-card strip here will be sent to the Diamondbacks along with the rest of their cards. It's like the end of that package is folded over. That's why that doesn't want to cooperate. So we ended up with 2 3-strip cards, a poster, and the rest were the 1968 original cards. I'm going to list that other Elite Extra Edition auction too. It's 2015 and 2016 put together. Just a quick little 2-box break. I've done it before, and then I don't know what I did. I just kind of lapsed and never went back. There've been so many new releases. I have a lot of older stuff that I usually try to work into the rotation, but there has been a lot of new stuff lately. And so I haven't been working in as much of my older stuff. The goal is to get back to like square one, really, or zero, or whatever you want to call it. I've got a lot of just odds and ends stuff here now in addition to all the cases. So I want to sell through all of that odds and ends stuff and then get back to where I'm not sitting on so much inventory. And then it'll be easier to plan how we want to break things without some stuff, you know, going weeks. It'll break and then I don't break it again for weeks. I'd rather just break them and run through them. But man, I got to get it done pretty soon because I looked at the release calendar and coming up, starting in about another week or so, all the way through until January. Man, it is so many releases coming out just every week, multiple releases for baseball and basketball and football. It's going to be crazy. Jose De Leon for the Rays. Our signature hit there. So pretty much from the point at which I said, I hope we start pulling autographs, everything we pulled after that was an auto. So that's kind of evens us out. I think we ended up with 3 relics and 3 autos, which is perfect, half and half. It's nice when it works out that way. Of course, when we wrap up the break, I have to go back and process that refund for Carrie. So Carrie, since you did not want your teams, you had paid for 2 of the 3, so I will refund you for those 2 once we wrap up this break. And then Todd, you are picking up all 3 of the teams that Carrie relinquished, so I will then turn around and invoice you for your 3 teams. That is to $9.99. Another Nolan Ryan, that one for the Mets. We're closing in on it. Oh, it has been a long break tonight. I think, you know, probably seems like longer too because we had that stretch where we stopped to sell the extra teams before. Whoops, that is a photo variation on the Jesse Winker action photo, or whatever it's technically called. Ah, my screen's trying to go to sleep on me. Josh Reddick for the Astros in the blue chrome parallel. That one is numbered to 68. You know, all the times that I have opened Heritage this year, and I've thought to myself, why do they number those to 68? And why is the other number to 568? Just now hits me. Just now, after all of this that we've opened, yeah, this is based on the 1968 card design. That's why they end in 68 and 568. I cannot believe that I did not remember that until just now. That is insanity. Insanity. Oh, Shane, well, everybody has something, of course, coming in this break between the variations, the short prints, the chrome cards, I mean, the base cards. Everybody's definitely getting a package for this because all the cards ship. So there's nobody that completely blanked on this one. So this is Jose De Leon for the Rays, one of our signatures. Amir Garrett for the Reds, the second one of our signatures. Ty Block for the Giants. Then our relics, the Pirates, Jamison Talion. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. And then Dustin Pedroia for the Red Sox. And then, of course, tons and tons of our variations. We can fly through the chrome ones here. I have them sitting right there. We can buzz through the chrome again. And we had a couple of blue borders. I actually stacked them in that whole stack of variations over here, but I can fish it back out, the other one, if I can find it. It's in here. There it is. So there are our two blue borders, and then our action images were Jesse Winker and Bradley Zimmer, I think was the other one. I should have stacked those in their own separate stack, but I did not. I stacked them in the big stack of variations. So bear with me while I fish out Bradley Zimmer here. Where'd you go, bud? There he is. So there are two blue borders that we pulled. And then our action image variations were right there. And then, of course, we got all the other, you know, odds and ends variations and things. So that is it for me tonight, guys. I appreciate you hanging in there. This was a long one tonight, so thank you, everybody, who managed to make it all the way through. I appreciate you. And anybody who has teams that you purchased directly through chat, if you also have teams coming from eBay, I will print the label from eBay and everything will ship together. And if by chance you only had teams coming from the PayPal money request, i.e. sold in chat, then I would print that label from PayPal. So that's kind of how the shipping will work if you're looking for a shipping notification. And I think that's it. That's all on my part. So Carrie, I will be sending your refund shortly, and Todd, look for your PayPal money request invoice shortly. And thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night and a good start to your week tomorrow, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.